lying. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting. I'm gonzo. Headed where the homie live, cause it's on yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo. So my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae. I can roll into his place. It's shit in his face.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders and the Baltimore Ravens. It's the Battle of the Beltway. Baltimore and Washington are underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
A run here for J.D. McKissick. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Dobbins. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket and wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on fourth down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side. And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they fail. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 more on that one, and another first down. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Wentz again. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thomas. And he is going to have a Washington first down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on 4th. It's a gain of 4 that time. And it'll be first down, Washington. Again, it's Wentz. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Throwing is Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Wentz to the sideline on 4th down. Joey Sly is out there now for the Washington field goal. Sly able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Throwing is Jackson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jackson now rolling to his right. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a carry for Dobbins. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On third down, here's Dobbins. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? To throw is Jackson. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, man, I didn't know that was fast.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
Tucker's kick is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz, buying time to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Wentz to throw. This pass hauled in by Dotson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Wentz on 3rd down. He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sand. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Shotgun now for Wentz. Thomas brings it in. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 42. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Wentz now on first down. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson.
See, that's what you can't do. You know what he called him. That's what you can't do.
That is just what this defense was hoping for.
That's what I
Interception on
can't.
the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. A throw to the flat here from McKissick. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
To throw is Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bates. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Gibson is into the end zone. Touchdown,
That's the
Washington.
mistakes you can't
A
make.
strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine.
That's the mistake.
But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Jackson on first down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there, perfectly executed crossing route. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
That's supposed to stop the run.
And he'll
Don't
take
stop
this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
That's supposed
That's
to
good
stop.
for 21 yards and a first down.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here.
abysmal play for them. You got them backed up, and you let them out.
And take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Now wins.
Ah, yeah. I take it, baby.
Kyle Hamilton.
I take it.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven
I'll take
touchdown.
all scores. I'll take it.
In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly
hands out
And
there.
it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. Dafe Owe showed off the pass rush skills. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to
That's
the
where I have to
35-yard
learn
line.
to let up and get the sack, go to something else.
Little time to do anything with the football there. On 1st and 10.
There you got a sack.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to
Go
him.
somewhere else.
Dafe Owe able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And when you go
Call the
5
same
wide
blitz
like they
over
just
and
did
over.
there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you got a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or
very
lights
quickly,
out.
Or exactly right.
There you go. There you go.
Yet again. It's Chuck Clark.
There you go.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom, and handle my business when it was my problem. G, Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut up with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down. She real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby.